So, today we'll try to understand the end-to-end, the course content, what we are going to deliver as part of this Power BI training. So, as the people are aware of it, all the materials of our training is available publicly. That is github.com, RRA Tech, then Power BI. You can go to this URL, same material, you also can able to access it. In this, I kept here readme.md, which is nothing but our course content, what we are going to discuss. And end of our class today, you will be able to understand what is our course content and exactly where we are starting our work in the Power BI, where we are ending our work in the Power BI. You come to understand end of my class today. So if you see this flow here, we have the flow that is known as data layer. We must have some database. It may be any database. Then from there, we are trying to go for Power Query. What is the Power Query? What is Power Pivot? What is Power View? These three components together called as Power BI Desktop. So how these are useful to you and from where you can access those things, we are going to learn as part of today's demo. End of the Power BI Desktop, we are producing something which is known as R1, which is nothing but report 1, R2, which is nothing but report 2, R3, which is nothing but report 3 we are producing. Once we develop the report 1, report 2 and report 3, then we are going for something which is known as dashboard. From the dashboard, we are trying to create here apps, we are trying to create it. Of course, apps will have reports as well as dashboards both together. And creating dashboards and apps both are happening through Power BI service, it is happening. That meaning, that meaning inside the Power BI, only two components we have. One is known as Power BI Desktop. Second is known as Power BI Service. If you know these two components, you can mark yourself as you are a Power BI developer. If you know these two components, Power BI Desktop and Power BI Service, you can mark yourself as a Power BI developer. Today, end of the class, you'll be able to touch all these layers and we'll start with the database and we'll end with the apps. And while you're doing this process, we also will walk through the course content. As for the course content, we'll do the practical work. We are going to do it. This demo exactly will take 1 hour of the time. So everyone, please concentrate this 1 hour. Keep all our mobile phones side and try to concentrate here. And end of this class, I also will give time for questions. You can ask whatever questions you come across. And also chat window is readily available for you. You can post your questions in the chat window if you want to post anything meanwhile. Okay, let us go and try to see the first section we have here, introduction. There is a lot of scope to learn in the Power BI area because Power BI is one of the component in the Power Platform. Power Platform is a end-to-end solution what Microsoft is building. In that Power Platform, we have four components. We have it. Today, you are trying to learn about Power BI. It is about the data analytics role. We are going to fit for the data analytics role, data analysis role. Okay, we'll develop the reports. That reports are useful for analyzing the business and improving the business. It is useful. And tomorrow, you have the time and you want to go further. You want to go. Tomorrow, you have the time and you want to go further. You can go for Power Apps or you can go for Power Automate and Power Virtual Agents also we are going to teach here. These three components also we are teaching as part of the weekend workshops we are teaching. So whoever is interested for that, you are welcome and you can able to do this one. But in our course, we are going to concentrate end-to-end Power BI. We are going to concentrate. It is going to take 45 days of time. It is going to take it to complete this Power BI course. Okay. Now, briefly, if you want to know what is Power Platform and what are the components, you can visit official website of Power Platform. You can visit. You can notice here there is a Power Platform. So, Power Platform is a Microsoft website. In this Power Platform, we have a menu. The menu is called as products menu is available. If you go to the products menu, there you can notice Power BI is a one product, Power Apps is a one product, Power Automate is a one product, Power Virtual Agent is a one product. Power BI is for the mainly for your analysis purpose or reporting purpose we are using it. This is the product what we are trying to use it as part of our training. You can notice Power BI also has its own way of telling here. So if you go for learn more about Power BI, it's going to walk through the powerbi.microsoft.com. It is a separate website we have here. And here you can get more information what exactly you are going to do with this Power BI. Now, similarly, we have here Power Apps. Power Apps is if you whatever you are seeing the mobile apps basically. Those all mobile apps you can able to develop it without writing any single line of code. Any single line of code. So that much of flexibilities we have in the Power Apps that will be useful to create any app. We can go ahead and we can create it. We can collect the data once you created the app. You can collect the data from end users very easily. We can able to connect it. Then we have here Power Automate. It's a robotic automation process, RPA process. So if you want to move the data from one place to another place or some kind of mail triggering you want it, some kind of alerts, events, anything we can able to automate it using Power Automate. And you are also seeing the chatbots nowadays. Those chatbots, if you want to develop without any code again, without any code, you can be able to do that one using Power Virtual Agents. So in Power Platform, we have total how many products? Power BI, Power Apps, Power Automate, Power Virtual Agents. These are the four products what we have. Out of that, we are concentrating now. Power BI is the one what we are trying to concentrate. This is useful for data analysis purpose, which is nothing but role is called as data analytics role. Data analytics role. Now, in the market, we have so many different BI tools are available. Like we can see here Tableau, we can see here OBI, we can see here Cognos, Business Objects, Domo, ClickView, n number of things are available. Even I did not document it, few of the things. Then immediately you may ask a question, hey, we have so many BI tools are available. So many tools are there for the reporting purpose. Then why we need to go for only this particular BI tool? This particular BI tool called as Power BI. So always we'll choose whenever we are selecting some products, a number of features you'll observe. One of the feature may be cost, one of the feature may be resource availability, one of the feature may be functionalities we have in the tool, one of the feature may be cloud integration, one of the feature may be the easiness of doing the work. N number of features will identify and will try to choose the tool. Instead of you and me identifying it, let us give the job to third party companies who are doing the same role. That means let us go for one of the slide. There is a third party companies are available to decide which BI tool is good in the market. Good in the market. Let us go and try to see those people reports what they are talking about it. Let us go for here. I have introduction and installation. There we have beautiful one diagram. We have one thing called as Gartner report. If you go to the Gartner report, here you can notice our Power BI is listed in which coordinate it is listed. Microsoft is listed in the leaders coordinate. First is available Microsoft, second position Tableau we have it, and this coordinates is based on only business intelligence, that is only BI they consider, not all the products. Always we love to go for the second opinion. That is the reason. Let us take the second company and see what they are trying to tell which BI tool is the best in the market. If you see the second opinion second company also showing here Microsoft is the best in the market. So what I'm trying to say is these two are different companies who are doing the research on which BI tool is the best in the market. In both the researches, what you found is Microsoft Power BI is the best in the market. Best in the market. So we can trust and we can go for why we need to go for only Power BI means Power BI has good market. You can get the good job, and we also have the long life in this one. At least another 10 years we can able to survive in the Power BI. That much of confidence we can able to deliver it because he also integrating Power BI with almost all the things is integrating it. For example, what is the next one? We want to go for the AI, you want to go. So AI in Power BI, if we type it, we are going to see all the features of the AI they integrated with the drag and drop features. With the drag and drop features they integrate. You can notice here test analytics. You can notice here computer vision. You can notice here Azure machine learning. Those all three features are already integrated. As our BI tool is not only BI, it is also come up with the AI capabilities. That is the reason in the market we have the good future. At least I can give the guarantee another 10 years we can able to survive in this technology. Now we are clear, we got the clarity why we need to go for Power BI, we got the clarity. Inside this Power BI, what are the products we have it? If you go to its official website here, we have its official website. Yeah, here it is. So if you see the products inside the Power BI, we have Power BI Desktop is the one product. Power BI Desktop is the one product, and this is the only product we are going to install in our mission. And Power BI Pro and Power BI Premium both are Azure cloud things. We are going to purchase the licenses. We are going to purchase for either Power BI Pro or Power BI Premium. Any one thing we are going to purchase the license. Both are Azure services. Both are Azure services. Power BI Pro is cost you for user $10 almost. Power BI Premium cost you $20. Very cheap cost we are going to get here. And Power BI Mobile is for to access your reports inside the mobile. It is useful. If you want to embed these reports into your websites, you can go and you can embed it. If you don't want to use this cloud, if you want to go for in-house product, you can go for Power BI report server, you can use it. Majorly, all the people will go with the cloud only. That is the reason first we'll concentrate on first product Power BI desktop. The second and third together we call it as Power BI service, Pro or Premium, whatever it is, we call it as service. So it's called as Power BI service. So majorly we need to focus on Power BI desktop and Power BI service. Power BI service means it's either Pro or Premium, either Pro or Premium. Okay, now Pro and Premium major difference is AI capabilities is the major difference. In the Premium we have the AI capabilities. In the Pro we do not have the AI capabilities. In the Premium we have the storage space will be more. In the Pro we don't have more storage space. Here only 10 GB is the space what they provided. Here we have almost 1 TB they provided. Okay, let us see more differences later. At this point of time we got the clarity inside the Power BI. What are the products we have means Power BI desktop, Power BI Pro, Power BI Premium, Power BI Mobile, Embedded, Power BI Report Server. These all things are available. End of our course, we need to learn all these things. We need to learn more specifically first three things. We need to learn Power BI Desktop, Power BI Pro, Power BI Premium. We need to learn about it. Is it clear? Okay, good. Now let us move on to the next one. What is Power BI Desktop? Now we need to start our journey with, as for this diagram also, we come to know our journey is starting with Power BI Desktop. So inside the Power BI Desktop, we have here Different components again, Power Query, pivot, view, maps. That's what we given here. Query, pivot, view, maps I did not given because maps may not be useful in all the way it may not be useful to you, right? So I may not be given here maps, I may not be given. Okay, but but if you want to work with some GPS data, if you want to work with some GPS data, if you want to work anywhere, at that moment we'll go for Power BI maps also, we'll go for it. Now, if you see in this one, we are also going to learn a language called as M language. It is a very simple language. We are going to teach that one end to end. We are going to teach it, and everything is possible by calling one function. And also we have a query language that is known as DAX. DAX stands for data analysis expressions. Data analysis expressions. So DAX queries we are going to create it, which are useful for calculation purpose. Let us go and try to concentrate all these components we are going to concentrate. And before starting our Power BI desktop, we need to know something about data layer. The data layer, we have only two databases. One is called as OLTP database. Second is called as data warehouse database. We need to know what is OLTP, what is data warehouse, how they are different, and what are the different types of tables available, different types of schemas available. We need to know about it. That's what we are trying to teach here. Data warehousing concepts we are trying to teach here. Now let us start our journey with Power BI desktop. We try to start our journey. In the Power BI desktop, we are going for one of the component called as Power Query Editor. Let me go practical walkthrough from here. I want to connect to some source. I want to connect here. That source may be file source or database source, or it may be cloud source, or it may be some online connections you want to go. Let me go to the Power BI desktop and let us try to do this activity. Before doing this one, I want to give you one database I am trying to use here. That is called as MS SQL Server database I am trying to use as part of our demo. So what is my data layer now? What is the data layer I am going to use? SQL Server database I am going to use as a data layer. Let me open SSMS. SSMS is a tool to access SQL Server database. Using SSMS, you can write some SQL queries, you can write it and you can execute it. We can see the data inside the database. So we want to understand first data. Once you understand the data, then we'll go for Power BI desktop to develop some reporting. So we opened the tool called as SSMS, SQL Server Management Studio. It is going to work on top of SQL Server. It is going to work inside the SQL Server. What are the databases available? Everything you can browse using SSMS, and you can write SQL queries and you can execute SQL queries. We can see the output of the SQL queries using SSMS. It is opening. It is open now. Now you can notice here it is asking to connect to the SQL Server database. It is asking to connect. Click on here connect. Then it's connected, and left side you can see localhost. Below this localhost there is a database node. If I expand databases node, you can see n number of databases we have it. In this one of the database we have here AdventureWorks Data Warehouse 2012 database. This is given by Microsoft for the practice purpose. They provided this one. I want to open here some new query window. That's where we are going to write here SQL queries. We are going to write here. I have here one table. The table is called as customer table. I have it. Let me go and try to see what data we have in the customer table. Select star from, and if I expand this one, then you have here tables. Then we have n number of tables. Are going to see it. One of the table is called as dim customer is the table. If I try to execute this one, we're able to see customer table data. We are seeing it. This is the customer key, and this customer name is called as John. Like that, we have here information, and also you can see birth date and marriage status, and also suffix gender, email address, and number of information we have here. Similar to this one, we also have here one more table. The table is called as product table I have here. Let us go and try to take here product table. In this product table, if you go and try to observe the data, what is the name of the product and what is the product ID, what is the name of the English product name, Spanish language product name, French language product name, some information we have it. And also we have one more table, one more table one more table. The table is called as dim internet, fact internet sales is available. Let us go and try to take this one. If you try to observe this fact internet sales, then we have the money related matters all are available here. So and so product key 310, so and so customer key 21768, paid how much amount means I can see here the amount he paid is sales amount is equal to 357827, he paid it. 357827, he paid it. That's what we are trying to understand here. Now, what I want to understand is here two business questions I have here. One business question is get top 10 customers, get top 10 customers by sales amount. This is the one report one expecting by business, and report 2 expecting by business is get me top 10 customers, get top 10 products by sales amount. These are the two reports requested by business to you. You need to develop now these two reports. You need to develop by taking help of these three tables data. Is it requirement is clear? We are going to develop two reports. One report is get me top 10 customers by sales amount. Second report is get me top 10 products by sales amount. For this, we are going to use these three tables. We are going to use it. We are going to learn how to connect using Power BI desktop, how to connect to the data layer, how to get these three tables, and how to do the relationships. Then we are going for modeling, calculations, then we'll develop the reports, then we'll go for dashboards, then we'll go for the apps. Let us try to see till that point. Now, let us walk through the course content along this one, right? Now we understand what is my database layer. I am trying to connect with the MS SQL server. In that we have one database, data warehouse related database is available. I am going to use that one. Next, we have here types of connections. We have here import, direct, and live connections. I am going to use as part of this one import only. I am going to use it. Let us try to see how we can do that, right? I have here Power BI desktop. This is what called as Power BI desktop. How to open this is just we need to go to the Windows. Then we need to go to the search. We have here Windows search is available. If you go to the Windows search, there is a Power BI desktop. You try to type here, you will get Power BI desktop component. Once it is opened, you will see this yellow screen. This is all about what is new. Okay, and we have some blogs, tutorials, forums, something like that. You can go and you can close this one. We don't want it. This is what we are saying as Power BI desktop. I would like to save this one, this file, whatever available, we can save it into your local machine. It's similar to MS Word, how we are saving, MS Excel, how we are saving. Similar to that one, we're able to save it. I am trying to save this one. Onto my desktop. Let me go to the desktop. In the desktop, there is a folder called as RRI Tech, and I want to create here one report. That report name is called as demo. Or let me create one more folder. I'm creating one more folder. Then we are saying as 2022 year 01, then 28. We are giving that like that. Now let me open. Here I am trying to provide the name of the report is called as demo is the name of the report I provided. You can notice here what is the name of the report? Demo. If you want to go and you want to see our report exactly, go to the Windows Explorer. In Windows Explorer desktop, there you can notice RRI Tech. There you can notice we have our folder just now we created. This is the folder what we created, demo.pbx file. What is the size of this file we are seeing? What is the size of this file we are seeing? 12 KB. End of our class, we are going to see around thousands of KB. We are going to see it here. Why? Because whatever work we are going to do here, that will come and try to store here. Whatever work we are doing here, the moment you click on the save, physically it will come and try to save here. That means we are trying to develop a file. The file type is called as PBX file. We are going to develop it. Let us go and try to move on. I want to connect to the SQL server. I want to connect it. You can notice here itself we have the shortcut import data from SQL server, or you can go for here we have the option called as SQL server, or you can go for get data. From here you can go and you can access the SQL server, or you can go to the fields here. There we have the get data option. From anywhere you can access SQL server. Generally we'll go from here, we'll try to go get data, and this is the SQL server we are trying to access. How many databases available in the market? Those all databases available in this window called as get data window. You name some database, you can find out the connection here. You name some database, you can find out some connection here. Let us try to see our known databases like Oracle, Teradata, Big Data Hive, okay, and MySQL, SQL Server, whatever you name it, some database that I can able to find out here. For example, Oracle. You can notice the moment I type here Oracle, I am getting Oracle. Let us go for Teradata. The moment I type here Teradata, we'll able to see here Teradata, we'll able to see it. It's going a bit slow. You can notice Teradata, then we're able to see Teradata database. And you want to go for Hive database, you want to go. Then we have here Hive database also we have here. So you name some database, we are able to get that database, we are able to get here. Okay, whatever we are trying to say Hive database, that also available. So what I'm trying to say is we have tight integration with almost all the databases, almost all the cloud components, almost all file types. We have the tight integration we have here. We have very tight integration we have. You go for file, these are the files available. You go for databases, we have these are the databases available. You go for Power Platform, I said just before, Power Apps, Power Automate, those all things, right? Those all things you can able to access here. Now Azure, whatever we have inside the Azure, we can go and you can access here. For example, Azure SQL database, Azure Cosmos database, Azure HD Insights, Azure Data Lakes, whatever you name it, we are able to access those things. You can able to access it. Now, some online services, let us say LinkedIn you want to access, or GitHub you want to access, or Salesforce you want to access. You name it, we are able to access that one. Time being, which database you want to go? Which database you want to go? SQL Server database. Let us go and try to select here SQL Server database. Click on connect. Now it is going to ask you. Now it is going to ask you where is your server and what is the name of the server. It is going to ask it. My server name is localhost. I am giving that, meaning my server is available in the same computer where I am doing the demo and where Power BI desktop is installed. And database is equal to, we are giving it is optional, anyhow we are not providing also, it's okay. We are going to learn about how to import it. I will talk about direct query, those things later. Click on here, okay. Now inside the local host, how many databases we have it, those are all databases we are going to see here. Out of that, we want to go for one database, AdventureWorks DW 2012 is the database what you need to go. Let us go and try to expand here. You can notice localhost, and in the localhost, it's trying to get all the databases it's trying to get. You can notice 39, that meaning 39 databases are available inside the SQL Server software. In that one of the thing is available DW 2012. This is the one of the database what we have. From here, I want to take three tables because my reports requirement is three tables. Those three tables are, one is customer table we want, second is available product table we want, third is available, let us say, fact internet sales table we want. Let us try to take here fact internet sales table. These three tables we are taking, then we click on here transform data option is available. Click on that transform data option. The moment you click on transform data option, you are going to see one window separately it is opening apart from Power BI desktop. One separate window opened. That window name is, what is the window name? What is this window name? This is somewhere we have in the our flow, right? If you go and try to see our architecture diagram, our flow diagram, you can notice here what is component? Power Query. Power Query is the one which is maintaining the relation with the database, and this is the place where we got all our data. These all three things are called as queries. Why it is called as queries is actually you got the data here by running some query in the backend. Actually, you did not return this query. System returned this query for you. This is the SQL query what system returned. You are not understanding this also, it is okay. We are not going to write the SQL query. System will write the SQL query for you. That is the reason they named this as queries. We have here three queries are available. Customer is the one query, product is the one query, fact internet sales is the one query. And inside this Power Query Editor, whatever work you do, that work in the backend managed by one language. That language is called as M language. If you click on here advanced editor, there is a something we can see let in source something, this one, right? This is what available is a M language. I'll talk about M language later, more information. Timing, leave this one. Now, if we want to do any one activity, any transformation, we can able to do the transformation here. For example, we have one of the thing, let us say we have first name, we have last name, and we have middle name. In the middle name, there is a null values also available. There is a empty values, nothing but null values also available. I want to replace this null with MUN, middle name unknown, middle name unknown. How I can replace is select this, right click, there is an option called as replace values. Then we are trying to provide here null. We are trying to provide here null and we are trying to provide here MUN. Click on OK. Now we can notice null will be replaced with the MUN. MUN stands for middle name unknown. One step is added here. Replaced value is a step which is added. And if you see now SQL query in the backend, view native query, you can see that step whatever you did it, that equivalent SQL backend it is written. Did you return this SQL query or system return this SQL query? So whatever you are doing in the user interface, automatically system is creating for you. You are not writing anything. Now I want to concatenate this first name, middle name, last name. I want to concatenate and I want to create one new column. Click on here add column. There is a custom column. There is an option to provide one name. We are providing the name as full name. I am providing full name. I am providing, and full name is equal to whatever I have here first name. Whatever I have here first name I am accessing. Then concatenate that one first name. We are trying to do here concatenation operation is nothing but using the and we can do the concatenation. Then we want to do here middle name. We want to do it middle name. Then we want to do concatenation with last name. I want to do it. Let us go and try to do the last name. First name, concatenation, middle name, concatenation, last name. If you click on here OK, we are able to see the full name column by combining this first name, middle name, and last name. You can see here Jon V Yang. But I have here space means it looks very good. Let us go and try to add the space. Double click again on this tab. Then we'll get here same window. The same window we are getting here. I want one space. Go and try to write here space. Then this one we are trying to concatenate. And here also I want here one space. Then this result I want to concatenate here. Now click on here OK. Now you can notice we have JON space V space and we got it. Whatever work you did it, if you right click here, go to the view native query, in the backend system will be returning full name corresponding logic system is written for you. This is the logic what it is written. First name, middle name and last name, it's trying to do the concatenation by using the plus symbol. Lot of query is going on in the backend, but you need not writing here this queries manually. You are doing simply user interface only are using, and you are writing some kind of formulas. Backend automatically system is writing SQL query. And also one more thing is generating here in the advanced editor. You can notice we have the M language is going on. Whatever we are writing here, and symbol, this and symbol, these all things, I mean concatenation, not and exactly. And means here different. This concatenation is nothing but M language. It is a M language. I'll talk more about this M language, SQL, those all things later. Time being, you understand here, whatever we are doing now, two things. One is you replace null values with the MUN. One is you created one new column. Can I call these things as transformations? Can I call these two things as transformations? We are transforming null with the 0. We are transforming first name, middle name, last name as a full name. Can I call these two things as a transformations? Yes. That is the reason we used to say Power Query is useful to do n number of transformations. You can do it. Time being, you did only two transformations. You did it. One is called as concatenating columns. You did. Other is called as replacing null values with the 0 or MUN. My case it is MUN. I did it. There are so many other types also available. Changing the data types, computing the new columns, splitting the columns, renaming the columns, n number of things we have here. And also followed with this one, we need to understand M language. You need to understand. I am going to explain what is that M language. You are going to understand. And we have a section called as combining the queries. There are different types of joins. We have it, inner join, left outer, right outer, those things we are going to learn about it. If you go and try to observe, where is that one? If you go to the merge queries here, in the merge queries as a new, you can notice we are getting one window. In this window, you can notice in the drop down, left outer, right outer, full outer, all the things are available here. So as part of our course, we are going to learn these all types. We are going to learn about it. Query folding is one of the important feature to improve the performance. We are going to see what is query folding as part of our course. Now, a small project we are going to do on the Power Query editor. That project is going to cover how to get the data from Access database, getting the CSV files, getting the Excel files, those all things as a one project, one mini project we are going to do here. Wow, beautiful. We completed one of the component that is called as Power Query is the one of the component what we completed. Power Query is the one of the component what we complete. What we are doing with Power Query? We are getting the data from database, 3 tables we imported, and whatever transformations you needed, those all things you did it, like replacing null value with the middle name unknown, or creating one new column by concatenating first name, middle name, and last name. These are the 2 transformations we did it. We are good with the Power Query. Once we are happy with the Power Query, there is an option called as close and apply. Click on this close and apply. If you click on this close and apply, this Power Query window will be closed, and these 3 tables will be available inside the Power BI desktop. It will be available. Okay. Power pivot we'll try to cover in the next video. We are going to cover. Where is my video component? Did I closed it?